Good morning, everybody. This, I must say, is a video that I want all of you in the world to hear, but it's basically to all you leaders of nations, of which I truly speak unto. Listen, for so long in the world, we have went by this money system that you have, and it is time that we truly put our technology to work, that it benefit all people, not just a certain group. Like, this poor, middle, and rich class that you classify people in. This should no longer be. Listen, there is enough technology and resources there that we can implement a plan of life that will take care of each and every man, woman, and child that may enter into it until the day that they leave it. And they don't have to leave it by no unnatural causes. There's no, listen, half of the time crime is, you hear of it, it's because of a man trying to feed his family. Do you all understand? You wipe that problem away, that a man no longer has to worry about feeding his or housing or giving his family the comforts of life that we are all due, then there will be no crimes. Now, with your rights to own guns, I keep telling you, these are our precious metals of which we need greatly, those resources of our precious metals that we implement and build the things that we need to sustain life. So this is why I speak to you, the leaders of nations, because you have all your scientists trying to build all of these crazy weapons, which takes that precious metal that we need and could use for so many other things. But yet, y'all take it and y'all want to build these weapons of mass destruction. Instead of using these energies and powers and metals that you have learned to accumulate, use them to build an infrastructure. Forget about building guns and weapons. In fact, all these weapons that you do take back, melt these metals down and use them for the infrastructure. No longer do make guns. No longer harness nuclear energy to try to think about making a weapon of mass destruction, but use the energy to benefit and run the machines that you're going to build with the precious metals, the energies that you have been given allowed to know of. You take these energies to move these precious metals and make them interact so that they may build everything that man needs. And no longer do you have to worry about, the world is becoming overpopulated. This is garbage. We have not even put a dent into using the earth in its beauty and glory that we shall and can. But we must stop blowing her up. Because I'm going to tell you all, the earth is a living thing. This planet that we live on is alive. And we keep hurting her. Oh, she gonna hit back. And we ain't gonna like what happened. This is why I keep telling all y'all talk about, you want to use nuclear energy and make war. Man, what do you think the earth is just gonna sit silent for it? Hell no, she not. And them who are in heaven are not. So I warn you, really, you don't want to do this. The best thing that we could do for all of life is to build an infrastructure that helps man. For man, we are life. We are the greatest things that the Father, and I ain't say God, the Father whom God is the only begotten of, but whom God is the only way unto the Father. So it was by him that all these things that the Father did make were made. This is why I tell you, he was there from the beginning, and he was. In fact, he was the only angel that never disobeyed. Do you all understand? I probably don't, but I told the story in one of my early videos. Go watch that. But for real, you leaders of nations, you really need to. I mean, there's no need for an army except that the army is there to build, to help put this new order that shall be. Whether we make it be or heaven make it be, it's coming. So you can keep right on trying to harness the energy and keep playing with it, but it's going to play with you. You know not what you do. In fact, we are only given certain things in time, which has always been. But we must learn to use these gifts that we are given throughout time. We must use them for the better of ourselves, for that's all that heaven does want. Do you understand? I love you all. But remember this that I tell you all, nations. Listen, it's stop. I mean, you could train a man, but don't train him to kill. Train him to save. Because that's truly all he really there for. But there shall come a time when there shall need no one to be saved, for all shall live right. And the only way that all can live right is by you, the leaders of the nations, or you rich people who consider yourselves in power. It's time for you to start to share the wealth amongst all the land. How do you do this? Well, first you convince your leaders of nations to stop focusing on building weapons of war and build a system with that energy in the metals that they have. I mean, most leaders of nations, these are the two commodities that they take power over. The study of energy and all the metals that's being pulled from the earth or being melted down. Well, you know you got your junkyards where you bring all your metals back to. Those places are very important. But only important to the army and them because they use these metals to design their weapons that they want to make now. But stop doing that. Take these metals, and like I said, we could build a system that stretches across the earth, connecting every nation with every nation, allowing man to travel and do certain things that only the rich are involved in right now. And that's wrong. But anyway, I love you all. God bless. Have a good day. That'll be all. Carry on.